Okay, it's 5:30. I'm going to call the Village New Glarus Board Proceeding Special Meeting to order. Lynn, would you do the roll call, please?
Sure. Roger?
Here.
Chuck Phillipson? Chuck Phillipson? Mike Ganchert? Mike Ganchert?
Mike, I can see you.
You want me to
I
move
don't
on?
know if he can hear. I don't know if he can hear us, but he's here, Lynn.
Okay. Tammy Newberry?
Yes, I'm here.
Michael Bell?
Present.
Peggy Cruz?
Here.
Lori Wertz?
Here.
You want to go back for Mike Ganchert?
Mike Ganchert, can you hear us? He's present, but there must be some sort of technology error in that he can't hear us. I can see him, but he's not speaking.
Okay. So I have Roger Trutman is present, Tammy, Michael Bell, Peggy Cruz, and Lori Wertz with Mike Ganchert unable to hear.
This is Chuck. Can you hear me?
Oh, yep. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, we have a quorum. I'd look for an approval of the agenda.
So
Motion to
moved.
approve. Second.
If you could state your names, please.
Peggy Cruz, second.
Who made the motion?
I was Chuck. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Item 3, Parks and Recreation. Item A, consideration, discussion, rescinding of the postponement of the decision to open the public pool and begin the baseball and softball recreation programs on the 16th, to the June 16th meeting, I'm sorry.
So the proper motion is a motion to rescind that action. The motion to rescind has to pass before we can move on to item B.
I'm going to make a motion to rescind the postponement of the decision to open the public pool and begin the baseball and softball recreation programs to the June 16th meeting.
And I second that emotion, Lori.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Lynn, will you do a roll call vote on this, please?
Sure. Michael Bell,
I approve.
Mike Ganchert, is he? Peggy Cruz,
Yes. Approve.
Tammy Newberry,
Yes.
Chuck Phillipson,
No.
Roger Trutman,
Yes.
Lori Wertz.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-1.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Lynn. Item B, opening of the public pool and commencing with the 2020 baseball and softball recreation programs.
I'm going to make a motion to open the public pool and commence the 2020 baseball and softball recreation programs.
I second that emotion. I mean, that motion. Lori.
Does the motion include, for the public pool, the recommended rates that are in the guidelines?
Yes, the recommended rates and procedures and policies.
Okay, and just to clarify for everybody, because there's maybe some confusion, there is a village resident rate and a non-resident rate. There had been some discussion about making it resident only. I've since learned from an attorney that you cannot make it resident only, as you then forfeit your recreational immunity. And so that is the reason for that.
Thank you.
Is there any further discussion?
Roger, I'm sorry, answered Mike here. I had trouble with my audio, so I missed a lot, I believe. Could you give me a summary of what's transpired so far?
We voted to rescind the postponement decision. And now we move down to item B, and Peggy made a motion to open up the pool and commence with the 2020 baseball season. And Lori seconded. So we have a motion and a second. Now it's time for discussion, if there is any.
Well, I would like to bring it to the point that, answered Mike here. I would like to bring up the point that as of right now, with the pool being closed down and the baseball program not running, we are in compliance with the county and the state level recommendations. If we were to pass this, we'd be outside of the guidelines of the recommendation of the county and the state.
Is there any more discussion?
I would like to bring up on the softball, baseball and softball recreation program policy and procedures. I was looking through the risk and waiver form, and I noticed that there's no verbiage in here including the spouse or significant other.
Including the what was that, Michael?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Including what?
Spouse or a significant other. So by signing this, you are saying that you as a parent or guardian give up your right, but there's nothing saying, like, say my wife would end up suing them if you sign this document.
Sure, I can run that that inclusion by the attorney. The attorney signed off on the waiver, so I would send that change to him if we wanted to include that in there.
That's my only real recommendation I'd have from what I've read over here.
Nothing. That's how that trampoline park went out of business. Kid got killed, closed that shit down.
One moment.
You're on mute, right?
Could the non-board members please mute your microphone? There is some background conversation making it difficult to hear. Okay, thank you. You can ask for more discussion, or you can ask for the roll call vote.
I have a little bit more discussion too, and I apologize for not missing out on the first part of the meeting because my audio difficulty here. But are we going to address the issue of the basketball court as well?
That was not per village ordinance. The agenda has to meet the requests by the requesting parties, and only the items that were requested to be on the agenda can be placed on the agenda and be discussed. The basketball court was not mentioned in the request by the trustees, and so we cannot act on that as it was a separate action at the last meeting. So we cannot act on that tonight.
Okay, I fully understand, and thank you.
Drake, for clarification, Ben, when would we be able to act on that? At the Parks and Rec meeting or not until another village board meeting?
Since it's an action by the village board, only the village board could reverse their decision.
So as of now, that would have to wait until 16th of June.
Correct.
Are we able to make a motion to put that part of the agenda?
You are not.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Okay, Lynn, would you please do a roll call vote?
Okay, roll call vote, Michael Bell.
I'm for opening the.
Would you repeat the motion, please?
Yeah.
I have a motion by Peggy Cruz to open the pool and commence the ball programs. Second by Lori Wertz, and Drake asked to clarify that the rates, policy, and procedure were included as part of that motion, and Peggy agreed. Are we ready?
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yep.
Michael Bell,
Yes.
Mike Danter,
No.
Peggy Cruz,
Yes.
Tammy Newberry,
Yes.
Chuck Phillipson,
No.
Roger Trutman,
Nope.
Lori Wertz.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-3.
I would just like to clarify one item about why the basketball court couldn't be discussed, and I just wanted to make sure it's because it wasn't noticed on the agenda. And so that legally speaking, for the Open Meetings Act, we would have to mention, since it wasn't specifically mentioned, is why we couldn't do that. Just wanted to make sure that it's the compliance with state law, that is why we couldn't add it to the agenda at the meeting. There has to be 24 hours notice for an agenda item to be acted upon.
Thank
I
you.
understand. Thank you, Drake.
This is Chuck. I move we,
Chuck, we lost you.
Move to adjourn.
Okay,
we adjourn.
okay. Do I have a
Tammy
second?
second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.